Is it love or is it lust? That's something that we must ask ourselves. When we find ourselves getting into relationships and giving of ourselves, especially when we want something or desire something long term, know the difference when you go into it. Know the difference between someone having love for you versus someone lusting for you, and vice versa. I want to share with you on this video the importance of knowing between the two, because it's so easy to get caught up in thinking that it's love when actually it's lust. Now you see, love is an action word, right? When someone loves you, they can say all day long out of their mouth verbally that they love you. But if their actions is not lining up with what they're speaking, then that causes a red flag. Now, lust, is and I don't want to go too spiritual on this video, but I will eventually probably do a part 2 to this video, because it's so needed. Because I know with me being a life coach and overcoming some of the experiences that I endured in my life because of some of the choices that I made, and not really understanding how important it is to know the difference and to be able to see a thing for what it is. Because sometimes we can be so infatuated with a person. We can be so caught up in our own desires, our fleshly desires, where we want something so badly that we begin to turn a blind eye to what really is a red flag. So I just encourage you that if you're in a relationship, or if you're considering going into a relationship, to just sit down and just have moments where you do observation, observe behaviors, observe how you're being treated, and vice versa. Because this is not one-sided. This is not targeting men, and it's not targeting women, because we know that in a relationship it takes two, right? It takes two consensual beings, hopefully mature beings, that's in a relationship together, striving to build something together, as a team. So for this video, I would just like to encourage you to just really, think about how, you're being treated in your relationship, how you are treating your partner in the relationship. Are you really operating out of love, or are you operating out of lust? Because you can lust for someone but not truly love them. There's a big difference. And I can go here, and I'm just going to look up the word lust real quick and give you a definition from the Google dictionary. And it just states, and if you see me looking off, I'm looking at my computer screen, just to give you a brief definition between the two. And the lust, it says very strong sexual desire, have a very strong sexual desire for someone. And then love means an intense feeling or deep affection, a great interest or pleasure in something, like or enjoy very much. And let's see here, I'm going to share something else with you. Okay, and then what's the difference between love and lust? Love might involve an intense feeling. We just said it, right? An intense feeling of affection and care for another individual. The feeling becomes so intense that the individual experiencing the love might quickly form a secure emotional attachment with you. On the contrast, lust might be a raw desire and feelings of desiring sexual contact with each other. And then how do you know if it's love or lust? If you've recently started dating someone, you may ask yourself, is it love or just lust? Lust is mainly sexual or physical with no desire to bond with the person on a deeper level. Love, in contrast, involves feelings of intimacy, vulnerability, and putting in the effort to build a stronger connection. And that's what I just said at the beginning of the video. So you have to be careful and just be mindful that when you are going into these partnerships or going into these relationships, with the desire of something long term, with the desire of hopefully leading toward marriage, that you're going into it with the right mindset, and you're going into it understanding that getting a clear direction on where you would like to go, and that's both parties. You don't want to set yourself up for heartbreak, unnecessary heartbreak. So I encourage you just to sit down and just communicate. And if the other party lets you know that they're not into anything long term, they're not trying to settle down at the moment, they're just having fun at the moment, they just doing something, whatever they may say, and it don't be on the lines of what you're looking for, then you have the right. Then it's up to you to put your foot down and make healthy boundaries, and don't allow yourself to become emotionally attached, desiring intimacy and desiring to develop a bond with someone that's just operating out of lust. So in this video, we're talking about discerning the difference between love and lust, and making sure that you communicate with your significant other, whomever you're seeking to, become, in a relationship or desiring something long term, that is something that you communicate and both of you on the same page. Because it's imperative. You don't want to get to a point where you are opening yourself up to be hurt because you wanted something and you was blinded, or I ain't gonna say blinded, that you refused to accept what the other person was telling you that they desire, because you're just so caught up in your desire. So pay close attention between love and lust, and be open to receive what the other person says that they want. And if it's not what you're looking for, and it's okay, just know that person is not for you. So until next time, until next video, I hope this helps. I love you much, but most importantly, God loves you. Now be blessed.